Welcome to the turn of night.
It was just a modest plot of land in a small town that was listed on the market. I've only been here a year, but I was happy to move into the spacious house that was more well-maintained than a brand new condo I once bought in the big city. I was glad to get rid of that place. Look, every town or country, and yes, metropolis, has stories and legends and what have you from every single era, be it ethnic folklore or urban legend. I'm not a sucker, just a guy trying to make a living and having a nice spot to call home. Maybe I've worked hard and maybe fortune has smiled upon me, but I seriously bust my ass. In 3 months, I knew everyone's name. They all laughed when I asked them about the supposed bat creature. Some say it was a story to keep kids in line, and others say they've seen it. Some claim it's a bad omen, and others just say it was a result of LSD. The 60s man, proclaimed one old-timer. We saw a lot of things. Meh. There are a few folks in town who claim it's real. No one's really ever complained about it, as it does make some good scratch and bring in visitors. Tourism isn't bad here, even in the winter. The local lake here boasts some of the best fishing anywhere. The highway connects two of those big cities, and we're in the middle, so it's a busy stretch of road. I've often found myself feeling grateful that I don't have to deal with the rat race anymore. The power of the internet lets me get work done, meetings, messengers, plus texting and all that jazz. Occasionally we'll get someone coming into town acting all hard with their hometown bravado. Usually it just results in a warning by the sheriff or at most a weekend in the drunk tank, but that's really about it. I'm pretty sure the courthouse is just a neutral spot for land disputes, marriage licenses, and permits for whatever the hell people plan on doing. I'm no cynic. I do enjoy the county fairs and local bake sales and entertainment and games. There's no air of evil here. Look, I got shot at twice in a week just going to a convenience store when I lived near the theater district in one such urban area. Good luck with that gentrification, okay? So, last night I'm on the way in from watching a hockey game at the local tavern and walked home as it's only 5 minutes to my house. I noticed an empty car on the side of the road. No hazards, nothing. I didn't really think anything of it until I got to my property and noticed that the door on the old tool shed was wide open. Yep, there was some guy rooting around in it, and when I asked him what he was doing, he pulled a piece on me. This casually dressed young man with a gold bracelet worth more than the entire shed and all of its contents was backing me out. The gun, though, was one of those cheap 45s, a Saturday night special. I thought this cat had taste, and I'm not about to argue as it's still a deadly weapon. He backed me into the wooded area where he proclaimed he was going to kill me if I didn't shut up. I fell backwards into the bush and rolled downhill where he attempted to follow me. It seems as if his coordination wasn't exactly on either, and he tripped right over me. As I lay there, I sat up and saw him about 15 feet away, jump to his feet, cussing about the gun he'd lost and blaming me. Naturally. Well, no sooner did I have a chance to defend myself than something swooped down and enveloped him. I saw the eyes, golden in color. The wingspan, easily 8 feet. The would-be robber screamed and cursed briefly before being whisked off. I crawled and then ran really fast to my house. In the following days, the car was towed. I was asked if I saw anything and simply shook my head. The lost gun was found and I disassembled it and tossed it. Life will go on, business as usual. But there's one thing that I am certain of, and it's that I'm still glad I don't live in the big city anymore.
The lights are on as the evening shadows are creeping in. Hopefully, you won't get caught in the turn of night.